Thanks for clicking on the video. Appreciate you tuning in. Just wanted to come at you today with a short video. Been wanting one for a long time. Uh, just never have gotten one, but I bought myself one for Christmas. I thought, why put it off anymore? The way the news is talking, America, we're about to go to war. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but that's the way the news is saying it. So I figured, I'm a prepper. Apparently you are too, or you wouldn't be tuning in. But I figured right here is probably one of your top 5 prepping items. So I just went ahead and broke down and bought me one. I've done the looked at the ratings, the reviews, YouTube videos for this model of a rocket stove. This is the best you can buy. There's other brands, other knockoff brands. They look just as good, but far as durability and lasting, these right here are about your top one. The UN and other world organizations, they give these to third world countries that have no homes or they live in huts. I ain't talking about nobody or down on nobody. I'm just saying people who don't have nothing, let's say like in Africa, Ethiopia, they do give these out to them because they last. They don't take a lot of wood. They're just well thought out. They don't take gas, electricity, propane. You just need wood. You can burn charcoal. But this one here is the Ironclad Supply Rocket Stove. Again, about one of your number one sellers as far as the durability and build quality. Here's the box it come in. The outer box was barely hanging on. This one has holes on it on the other side. The United States Postal Service, I believe they got bored and played soccer in the warehouse with it. But luckily, nothing was damaged. It's got a big, thick piece of foam on top and bottom, and it secures this in there. This one here does come with a nice canvas bag, storage bag. It zips. It gives you the wood sled, wood table to put your wood in. They send you a thank you card. They give you an instruction manual, which it's common sense. It ain't much, but they do send you one. But there's nothing to these. This weighs approximately 10 pounds. After you get it going good, it can go up to 23,000 BTUs, which is well above what you need. But again, if something should ever happen, our grid gets attacked by China, Russia, whoever, whatever, earthquake, whatever scenario you want to look at, you don't need no electricity and you don't need no gas form fuel for this. You literally go out in your yard. You can pick up small twigs like this. You just feed them in. You just lay them on the table there. You get it started and you just push them in little by little and keep it going. And right here is really, I would say, basically what you need to get a good fire going. Again, you start it and you just keep feeding it. As it turns to ash in there, you just keep feeding it in. But that is all you need right there. Again, I mean, you can use any type of wood, charcoal again, but it comes up like a jet engine. That's the term, the name rocket stove. It'll just like a big jet engine coming up this way. You've got your main door right here. You've got your damper door. That way, however much air you want to let in to, if you want this flame to really raise, you open it up. You want it to go low, you shut it a little bit, but not all the way. And again, this sled here is just to lay your fuel on, your wood. And a lot of your off-brand companies, a lot of them don't even offer you this little wood sled. Some do, some don't. You better just read your details and make sure it's included. They might show you a picture of it. That don't mean they're going to give it to you. And the same with this bag. This bag is for storage for this, but again, it has 2 pockets, one on each side. You've got 2 carry handles, and it also doubles as a fuel bag. You set this up at your camp, out back, your back porch, whatever. You can take this and go gather wood in it and carry it back. So it's insulated, it's canvas, it's got a little bit of like foam inside of it, but a lot of them does not give you this bag. And to start out for the cheaper ones, a cheap one, like bottom of the barrel, will be about $70 to $80. Other brands. The closest I've seen to this, probably a generic, is about $128. For all this is $149 on Amazon. So I don't feel that that's really too much when they're giving you everything you need, plus the quality. It's powder coated paint on the outside to keep it from getting scratched up, rust starting. I mean, they've took every precaution that they can. You've got little doors, and you've got your little locks on here. You can see how thick that door is. They could have just made it with a little piece of tin right there, the outside part. They didn't have to do that, but they did. That way the heat keeps it in, and plus it makes the door more durable. All your screws are stainless steel. Your cap here, most of them are 10 inches, and most of them have these little ears right here. They got 3, maybe 4 ears. This is 12.5 inches wide cast iron burner top, but it gives you 6 ears. So that's better stability for your pot, your Dutch oven, your skillet. You see what I'm saying? It ain't going to tip and wobble as much. On the bottom, it's solid. And I'm going to show you inside right here. Not sure if you'll be able to see it or not, but it's got little grates on the inside. Can you see that? And if you look down there, that is for your ashes. And a lot of your cheaper ones, they will build ashes up in the bottom. On this one right here, the Ironclad, the ashes will go down there, but the way this is set up, it will burn your ashes. It's more efficient, and it's combustible. I don't know the right term or words to use for it, but your ashes will burn up and go up with the flame. You see what I'm saying? You ain't going to have a big mess to clean up in here. I ain't saying you might not have a few little ashes, but it's not going to be ashes built up to where you've got to keep cleaning it out. It will burn it up, and you can just keep cooking with this thing. The ashes will not build up on you. But again, if you're watching the news, you can see as well as I can, whether you're at NBC, Fox, ABC, CBS, BBC, I don't care. You are seeing on the news, Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, they're all on the UN and US's case. We're about to go to war. They're saying it. Other countries has even told their people to prep, put up at least 30 days worth of food, water. And, your top 5 preps to me is water, food, self-protection, seeds for your self-protection, and something to cook on, shelter. But, you can go on and go on, but you got to have something to cook your food on. And you can't rely on gas, because if we're in a war, you're not running down to the store to get propane. You're not running down the store to get gas, or your electric might be shut off. Be prepared. And that's why I got this. I've been wanting it for a long time, and I'm so glad I did get it. That's one check mark I can put on my list that I've got. I ain't got to worry about no more. Again, if you're watching the news, you can see as well as I can, things are starting to happen. Russia today gave word if they're moving their that new nuclear missile they got that goes like Mach 10, they're moving some into Belarus. That's another country. They said if the U.S. can give weapons to Ukraine, they can give weapons to other countries. And if they use them on us, oh well, it's tit for tat. Peace talks are off. I heard that today. So things are ramping up. American news, they don't tell us everything. If you watch other countries' news, you will learn a whole lot more, and that's a promise. But I'm telling you, you really need to look at a rocket stove, and there's a lot of different models. I like this model the best. It's the most efficient. You get a bag with it. You get your little table. It's not that much more than a knockoff. So please check it out. I will leave a link in the description for it. And just, use your heads. You know, people, I hope nothing happens, but if it does, be prepared. And not just with this, with other prepping items. Just get yourself lined out, see what you and your family need the most. You know, I hate to waste money, but you know, I hate not to get something and need it later. You know, I don't want to have no regrets. I'd rather waste a little bit of money and not ever use it as to need it and not have it. So again, you know, check it out. I don't care what brand you get or what model you get. A rocket stove is probably, in the long run, the best decision you'll make for cooking your food. Because all you got to do is walk out in the yard and get your fuel. You don't got to worry about going and buying it. Stores out of it. What are we going to do? We ain't got no electric. I'll go out in the yard, gather some fuel. We'll cook dinner. It's that simple. So again, with the Ironclads, you get the bag, you get the wood sled, you get the stove. I paid $149 on Amazon. And if any of you do Temu, I believe that's called, the website Temu. My wife does it. She orders clothes off there all the time. They have got one on there. It's another name. It looks just like this. I believe it's just got 4 prongs. Pretty sure it's not as well built as this, but to look at it, to be honest with you, you can't really see no difference. It doesn't come with a bag. It does come with the little wood sled. It's $45 and some change. Get on Temu, put in rocket stove, and just look for one that looks like this. It's $45 and like 50 cents, something like that. So if you can't afford 150 bucks, grab it. Grab whatever you can grab, but I do recommend a rocket stove. So, hey, I just hope you enjoyed the video. Appreciate a thumbs up, a like, and I do thank you for being here. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas, and I do wish you a New Year's. And hey, all I can say is keep prepping, keep stacking, take care of your family, take care of your neighbors, and God bless.